Hello everyone. AI is no longer a bonus skill in today's job market. Organizations now expect professionals who can translate AI capabilities into real business impact, not just explain how the technology works. That shift is exactly why the Microsoft AI Business Professional certification matters. So ask yourself this: are you preparing to pass the exam or just absorbing information without testing it? In this video, you'll work through Microsoft AI Business Professional exam practice questions. These aren't filler questions. They're built to reflect how Microsoft evaluates AI knowledge in business and decision-making scenarios. By practicing questions like these, you'll not only prepare for the exam, you'll also understand the concepts more easily by seeing how they're applied in real situations. Let's dive into the first question. Question 1. You are creating a prompt in Microsoft 365 Copilot to get information about a proposal. You need to ensure that the response is grounded in the proposal's information. What is the best approach to achieve the goal? More than one answer choice may achieve the goal. Select the best answer. A. Instruct Copilot to rely on its training data to infer proposal details. B. Add a specific goal that you want Copilot to accomplish. C. Reference the proposal content in the prompt. D. Add context about the intended audience. Correct answer. C. Reference the proposal content in the prompt. Explanation. According to Microsoft AI Business Professional Guidance for Microsoft 365 Copilot, grounding a response means ensuring the AI generates output based on specific, authoritative content rather than relying on generalized training data. When working with enterprise documents such as proposals, grounding is achieved by explicitly referencing the source material within the prompt. Option C is correct, because referencing the proposal content directs Copilot to use that specific document as the primary context for generating the response. Microsoft documentation emphasizes that effective prompts should include clear context and explicit references to relevant files, meetings, emails, or documents stored in Microsoft 365. This reduces hallucinations and ensures factual alignment with organizational data. Option A is incorrect because relying on training data increases the risk of inaccurate or fabricated information. Options B and D improve prompt clarity but do not guarantee grounding in the proposal itself. Therefore, explicitly referencing the proposal content is the most reliable and best practice method for ensuring grounded, accurate responses in Microsoft 365 Copilot. Question 2. You use Microsoft 365 Copilot. You discover that you had a conversation that used a knowledge source that contains confidential information. You need to delete the conversation data without requiring administrative approval. You must retain your other conversations, if possible. What should you use? A. The Microsoft 365 Copilot app. B. The Microsoft 365 Admin Center. C. The Microsoft Purview Compliance Portal. D. The My Account portal in Microsoft 365 Copilot. Correct answer. D. The My Account portal in Microsoft 365 Copilot. Explanation. Microsoft 365 Copilot follows Microsoft's enterprise data governance and privacy principles, which allow users to manage their own conversation history where appropriate. According to Microsoft AI Business Professional Guidance, users can review and delete individual Copilot conversation histories directly from their personal account settings without requiring administrative intervention. Option D is correct because the My Account portal in Microsoft 365 Copilot allows individual users to manage their activity history, including deleting specific conversations. This enables targeted removal of sensitive interactions while retaining other conversation data. Option A is incorrect because the Copilot app itself does not provide full account-level activity management capabilities. Options B and C are administrative tools used for tenant-wide governance, compliance, retention policies, and e-discovery. These portals typically require administrative privileges and are not intended for individual user self-service deletion of specific conversations. Therefore, to delete a single confidential Copilot conversation without affecting other chats and without requiring administrator approval, the correct tool is the My Account portal in Microsoft 365 Copilot. Question 3. You use Microsoft 365 Copilot. You regularly upload the same 5 files to Copilot chats. You need to simplify referencing the files in the chats. What are 2 ways to achieve the goal? A. Send a prompt that includes the files and then save the prompt. B. Create a notebook that references the files. C. Ask the data engineers to create a fine-tuned model. D. Create an agent that has a knowledge source. Correct answer: B. Create a notebook that references the files. And D. Create an agent that has a knowledge source. Explanation: Microsoft 365 Copilot provides structured ways to persist and reuse knowledge sources to avoid repeatedly uploading the same files. Creating a notebook that references the 5 files, option B, allows those documents to remain attached within a persistent workspace. Copilot can then consistently ground responses in those files without re-uploading them for every conversation. Creating an agent with a defined knowledge source, option D, also provides a reusable solution. By configuring the 5 files as part of the agent's knowledge base, the agent can automatically reference them in future interactions. Saving a prompt does not persist file attachments. Fine-tuning models is not part of standard Microsoft 365 Copilot user workflows. Uploading a ZIP file does not improve reference management and may reduce accessibility of individual documents. Therefore, the correct solutions are to create a notebook that references the files and to create an agent with a knowledge source. Question 4. You are a medical researcher. You need to ensure that Microsoft 365 Copilot responds to you in a professional manner that is appropriate to your field. What is the best approach to achieve the goal? A. In the conversation, attach an example to your prompts. B. From settings, configure custom instructions. C. In the conversation, create a sample prompt and save it to the Copilot prompt gallery. D. From settings, configure Copilot memory. Correct answer: B. From settings, configure custom instructions. Explanation: Custom instructions allow users to define persistent preferences for tone, style, and response behavior across conversations. Microsoft documentation explains that custom instructions help tailor Copilot responses to professional roles, communication styles, and domain expectations. For a medical researcher requiring consistently professional, field-appropriate responses, configuring custom instructions in settings ensures that Copilot maintains the desired tone and terminology in future interactions. Attaching examples influences only a single conversation. Saving prompts to the prompt gallery aids reuse but does not enforce tone globally. Copilot memory stores factual preferences but is not intended for style configuration. Therefore, the best and most comprehensive approach is to configure custom instructions in settings. Question 5. You are using Microsoft 365 Copilot to enhance your productivity in Microsoft Word. Which 2 tasks can you achieve by using Copilot in Word? A. Insert a table of contents based on the headings in your document. B. Insert a custom watermark that has specific text and formatting. C. Generate a summary of the key points in your document. D. Customize the page margins to match your company's document standards. Correct answer: A. Insert a table of contents based on the headings in your document. And C. Generate a summary of the key points in your document. Explanation: Copilot in Word assists with content generation, summarization, rewriting, and structural organization. It can analyze document headings and insert a table of contents based on structured heading styles, supporting document navigation. It can also generate summaries of key points, which aligns directly with generative AI text analysis capabilities. Custom watermark formatting and precise page margin configuration are traditional Word formatting functions and are not core generative AI capabilities of Copilot. Therefore, the correct answers are A and C. If some of these questions challenged you, that's a good sign. This is exactly how Microsoft frames the AI Business Professional exam. Passing this exam isn't about memorizing AI terminology. It's about being able to apply AI concepts in real business and decision-making scenarios. The most effective way to build that skill is by practicing exam-style questions, just like the ones you saw here. And if your exam date is coming up, don't leave your preparation to chance. For a complete question bank that reflects what actually appears on the Microsoft AI Business Professional exam, visit CertBoosters.com. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for more practice questions and breakdowns designed to help you learn the concepts faster. Good luck with your exam.